Welcome back to the Texas Truck Channel, and yes, we got our Ranger and it's time to do some things. We know we've taken a Ranger up the hill before already, but we haven't taken our Ranger. And Brian, we've done a few things. Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, well, I've been corrected in the comments.
It's not muddy out here.
Well, according to some of our fans, the boot makes the man.
Huh?
Apparently these guys right here, can't use them, can't go off-roading with them, can't even sit in a cab with air conditioning with these things on. You gotta have some kind of a boot on. So apparently my fashion wasn't right to go off-roading, Craig. So I gotta keep the sissies happy and put the right shoes on. So,
wow, hey, look, we do listen to your comments.
We do.
So with that, tell us about what we're doing.
Well, first of all, these are much warmer and less comfortable. I don't like them for off-roading. In our
but you sound smarter about off-roading already.
Yes, I do. Incredible. All right, let's get into it. We have taken this spec truck up the hill. We liked it so much, we bought one. That's what happened. We've held off on doing hill tests so far because we've so recently done it with a regular one, but we've made some changes already because we just can't leave things left alone. Most importantly, let's get the basics out of the way. Approach angle, 30 degrees of approach angle. Breakover, 23, and departure is 25.8. We'll round it to 26. Let's start with wheel and tire. It has the Goodyear Wrangler Territory ATS. We've put 2,000 miles on these now, and I want to confirm our initial thoughts. These are awful tires. They're kind of not good at anything. Traction and temperature rated are B and B, which is bad. B for bad. I have never seen a tire less than A on a press car or anything I've actually owned or bought. So these will be changing very soon. We're open to recommendations from you guys. We're thinking of Falcon Wild Peak ATW4 or something along those lines. We'll see what we do here. Also, the wheels, we do like them. They might change though. These are 255/70 17s, about a 31-inch tire. One thing we've changed, Craig, is we've taken the side step off today. It looks so much better. It looks better than my boots. I'm so happy with that. They came out.
Everything does, but yeah.
Really good. Now, underneath, I'm not gonna lay on this dirt, but the biggest change is we've added really cool skid plates from Rival. Rival skid plates, if you haven't heard of them, they're a worldwide organization. They made over 1 million skid plates last year. They provide all the Subaru Wilderness skid plates that you see on the Outback that people like from the factory. Kia, Hyundai plates, and then some other OEMs we're just not gonna bring up. But they also specialize mostly in Australia. That's their biggest market, on Ranger and Hilux. And now I've been talking to them. Ranger is huge in Australia. #1 selling vehicle in the entire country. Last year alone, they sold several 100,000 skid plates for the Ranger. Well, we've got the entire Australian package on here that will fit. They're awesome.
Look how thick that is. How thick are they, Brian?
They are a 1/4 inch thick aluminum plate.
And what all have we plated up? What did we get on ours?
So the fuel tank we plated, the factory fuel tank has a plastic skid piece, like a little plastic thing. It'll slide over some stuff. It's better than nothing. In fact, the Rival engineer said, yeah, this is for an OEM. This could be worse. But now we've got 1/4 inch thick aluminum. It's also light.
We got our fuel tank. What else did we get?
We've got oil pan, transmission, and the transfer case plate didn't fit because apparently the US frame is just slightly different on the passenger side. So they're going to revise that bracket. They're actually using our truck as a test mule for the US market because they've never seen this truck before. They scan the truck up, they'll get it revised, and we'll have it on later. One
of the things the Rival engineer was telling us is that even though this is a global Ranger platform, we're getting it here, and it's not, thankfully, it is there's a lot more difference than we realize.
Well, I actually want to show some. Let's come to the front. So they make recovery points for the European, South African, and Australian markets and Asian markets. They bolt in here. They're really cool, big, thick red things that go in the place of our factories. But they actually mount lower because the non-US bumper is about 1 inch lower. What's what we realized yesterday when he was scanning the truck. So we removed the skid plate and scanned everything so they can make one for us. In the US, we're going to have one pretty soon, hopefully. And also the bracket for this tow hook, I didn't realize, is about this big. You see the hook right there? It goes all the way up in here to the cross member. It actually bolts to the radiator core support as well. Pretty dang strong. Even he was impressed with it. That'll change. We also were able to integrate oil pan that they make with the factory FX4 skid plate, which is really cool. They didn't know if that would work. Now we know. Coming up back, one more change, Craig, and that is that our departure angle isn't actually 25.8 anymore because we added the Kurt hitch in the rear, 2-inch receiver. Our truck didn't come with that, and we need to tow some side-by-side and different things, so we had to have that. Luckily, it was easy to install, but I'm actually happy that it hurt our departure angle, Craig, because this is now the lowest point. It's going to probably protect the bed coming off of things. So in this video, we're going to test this thing with a little bit more aggression than we normally do because we have plates, and I also want to go down the hill to see if that thing drags. All right, Brian, I noticed there's another sticker on here that's going to help us up the hill too, Onyx Off-Road. We don't need it for this trail, not a map, but Brian, did you use it this week? I did. I actually went to the coast of Texas, and there are a lot of beach routes you can drive the truck on. I use Onyx to make sure it was public property, not private, because there's some ways to get there that are private that I didn't want to get in trouble with because there's a lot of game wardens and stuff down there. So Onyx saved my tail on that. It was awesome. I actually tracked the whole trip with it, and you can leave breadcrumbs to find out how you get back home when you're adventuring. I love it.
And I love it too because I can check with all my neighbors in my neighborhood and know exactly who owns the property next to me.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Tax data. That's fun.
All right, Brian's gonna get in here and he's gonna tell us some of the goodies we have. This is our vehicle. We know we've already shown you these and some other vehicles we've tested, but we get to use the modes we want because we're not worried about tearing this vehicle up.
Right.
Especially with the rival plates and protection we have now. Brian,
yeah.
Talk through some of the goodies and what your plan of attack is this time.
So first of all, got the right shoes on.
Yes.
Covered there, feet are covered. I'm not gonna get into every single mode, but I wanna talk about what I've liked and what I've used recently. Trail control. I make fun of these things all the time, but I was on the beach recently and this thing has the beach has a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit. Well, guess what? Cruise control doesn't work that slow, but trail control does. And unlike Toyota, I didn't have to go to 4 low to use it. I used the locker a couple times in 4-wheel drive on the fly. I just did what I wanted. So you go into the off-road pages, super easy, hit this button down here. I hit trail control, and then I just set it with cruise control button on the column. That was it.
Too easy.
Too easy. And at one point it started to bog because it was actually pretty soft sand. I didn't touch gas or brake. I just went boop to 4 high. And it went clunk while in motion and just drove out on its own.
Look, Brian, I don't want to sit here and bash another competitor's or another brand's trail control system and stuff. Toyota gets a lot of praise for the MTS.
They do.
And they should. It's good.
Well deserved. Yeah, well deserved.
It's good. Let's not forget where this actually came from originally. Land Rover is where it came from.
Oh, yeah.
Guess who owned Land Rover when that came out?
Ford.
Ford.
Yeah.
And so
they can do it, is what we're saying.
My point is the trail control systems in all the Ford products are...
They work.
They're good.
They work. Okay, so for the hill, what I want to do, Craig, is I want to do 2-wheel drive high with the diff lock. I want to try and bounce up the hill because we have skid plates.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, that's my kind of mode. We can use the diff lock in 2-wheel drive. Not a lot of manufacturers give that. Ford does. So does Chevy. But this will be fun. The tire.
Oh, the tire. Freaking Wranglers are getting us. All right, let's try it again.
Got it. Got it. Oh.
Dang Goodyears. All right. Let's let the tire smoke clear. Hang on. That's a lot. I'm gonna try trail control.
Oh.
In 2-wheel drive.
Okay.
And see if it works.
No way.
All right.
To the right. Now. Left. Oh.
Okay. We almost had
So, Brian, we have a serious issue of tire and grip.
Yeah, these Wranglers really aren't great. So
I will say the diff lock works wonderfully.
It does what it says it will do.
And the bash plates have worked wonderfully so far, too.
They have as well. And the other good news is, turns out trail control can do its own burnouts, which is really,
cool.
really fun. That was awesome. Try that in any other brand. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to try it again with a slightly different angle and 2-wheel drive, just because we're being idiots right now.
Okay, let's do it. Continue the idiot climb. Let's do this.
All right, Craig, we've been Wranglered.
Well, these Wranglers did not allow us to wrangle the hill.
They did not. So let's try with, I just want to do trail control in 4 high. So we've proven how the skid plates work. We have found them with compression in the factory height vehicle. That was interesting. That test is done. Let's see if trail control actually works on its own with these tires in 4 high.
No locker?
No locker.
Okay. some pretty aggressive trail control there. Would you have it on 30?
That was a little wild. I had it set to 5.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I bumped it from 4 to 5 while I was in motion. And when it found a little obstacle, it surged power. I looked down and I was doing 9.
Wow, okay.
So, point back to Toyota, that never happened in our Tacoma. So
fair enough, okay.
A little surgy there, so maybe we retract some of our points.
But it got you up the hill.
Yeah, without a problem, and we actually, at that speed, we found the skid plates. Let's see if they're
Let's do it, yeah, I was gonna check that. All right, Brian, people say aluminum is not strong.
Let's see if they're bent, we'll find
Let's
it right now.
see if it's
It looks like just a little bit right there,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
It pushed a little bit. Okay, well, we've thoroughly tested it, but just so you know, there's an air gap of more than an inch between this and the actual fuel tank, so it's got a lot of cushion if needed. Okay, and up front, Craig, the factory steel plate is right here, the thin one.
Took most of the brunt.
Took most of the brunt. We actually missed the oil pan part because the wheel was right there. So the other plates aren't even touched, which is kind of impressive Ford. But that didn't move at all, which is good. We also hit that a lot lower speed than the other one. The other one got that 9-mile-an-hour bump.
Yeah, it did.
So, oh, I see a scuff on the control arm here as well, but it looks like it is completely unscathed. So,
all right. When we drive someone else's, we don't drive it like that up the hill, and we don't test it as hard.
Right.
This is the beauty of a long-term test. We have a lot more long-term testing to go with this vehicle, and we're not afraid to test them. As we just showed you, we're going to test them.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.